Well, here we are back at the experimental big square straw bale garden. These bales are still pretty hot on the inside. I'm not sure whether I can risk planting seeds into them yet or not. They are also growing some really interesting mushrooms. I take that to mean that we're getting good bacterial fungal activity inside the bales. There's an interesting formation growing on the end of the bale, and there's a lot of mold that looks kind of like, I don't know, what I'd term vomit mold. See, this bale's still slightly over 120 degrees on the inside, probably a good 12 to 16 inches inside the surface of the bale. Some poison ivy growing out around here, so I gotta do something about that. Yeah, here's some more of that stuff that looks kind of like somebody threw up on the bale. Don't know what that is. Anybody out there expert on fungal matters, chime in if you know what it is. Some growing on the side of the bale there. Another little bit there. These bales look rough, but they're still seem to be plenty hot on the inside. Still breaking down, not ready to plant quite yet. I may go ahead and come out here and stick a few butternut squash seeds in them just to see what happens. This bale over here is going crazy with the mushroom growth. The fungus must be happy in there. There's some old that are gone past. Too bad those aren't edible. Well, I don't know if they are or aren't. I'm not gonna eat them. Big patch of mushrooms. There's the patch. I'd like to start planting here. Planted some horseradish over here. My friends the deer have come over here and helped me out by either pulling up or stomping out any of the horseradish that has come up. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Maybe a good fall for venison with horseradish. I don't know. And my little tree seed sapling here I got going. Dwarf pear, moonglow. That's a Stark Brothers plant. Took off pretty good. Doing pretty well so far, assuming the deer don't come over here and strip it off. Anyway, we'll be back with the, oh yeah, I get a little water on these bales once in a while, whether it's dry or not, but it's not totally regular. So, we'll be back when it's time to stick some seeds in the top of these bales. I dug into the top one of these a little bit. I want to show you this. It's starting to break down pretty good, it looks like. We're starting to get some material there that I think will support some plant roots. Starting to have a little bit of a dirt-like appearance. You can see a lot more fungus growing there right under the surface. So if the fungus is happy, the bacteria ought to be happy in there, breaking everything down and getting it ready to go for us. Try another spot here. Yep, I think probably plant roots will grow in that. It's not super heated. I may get back over here this evening and put some seeds in that. Okay. Well, decided we'd walk up the hill and have a look at the hay bale compost situation. Kind of looks like maybe we've had some deer activity out in here. There's definitely hoof prints everywhere around where I planted the horseradish. So I know they're hanging out over here. Man, the poison ivy's getting thick. Keep an eye out for that. Oh, right in a patch of it. Man, there's a ton of poison ivy up here. I don't like that at all. Too bad the deer don't eat poison ivy. Some of these hay bales are cooled off. That second one right there is cool enough you can comfortably stick your hand down in it. Good 6-8 inches. This one right here, however, is still cooking away on the inside. It says a little over 142, 144 degrees. So I don't know what's going on in there, but sure is hot. Okay, that's it. Okay, these bales have composted enough. You can see they're growing plenty of fungal based product here. My plan is here to dig a little hole. We've started getting some compost looking material right under the surface of the bale. So I'm going to dig a hole with my trowel here. We're going to put a little bit of this potting mix in each hole. And today I'm mostly planting squash. I've got butternut, some zucchinis, some spaghetti squash, the cucumbers, some summer squash, got some acorn hybrid winter squash, different brand of butternut, and I've got some blue Hubbard from M.I. Gardner heirloom seed. So anyway, I've got a little hole poked in here. All I'm going to do is take a little cup of potting mix, sprinkle it in there. Going to take going to try 2 seeds per hole on these. I think these bales I'm going to plant the larger squash, the ones that have the tendency to trail. I'm going to plant 6 holes in each bale. So I'll just put this in here, firm that soil back over there, give it a little bit of mulch, keep it moist. Not sure how quick this potting mix is going to dry out. So again, we make our little hole for a little potting mix in here, a little soil medium. Put some seeds in it. Firm that down, shake a little mulch on it. Man, this bale's still hard. As I said in one of the previous videos, these bales were extremely tightly packed coming out of the baler. So they are still very dense. I think I'm going to plant 3 seeds in each hole. see what comes up first of all. I'm not sure if I'll thin them down to 1 seed or 2 as a final product. So I'm planting 3 of the burpee variety butternuts on this side. I'll plant the Lake Valley seed butternuts will be on this side. Like I said, I've got to be real careful out here about the poison ivy. It seems to be thick, and I am not poison ivy resistant at all. This Lake Valley squash seem to be a little bit larger, a little bit more robust than the burpee seeds. There's potential for us to get another little shot of rain tonight, so that might be beneficial to this project. If we get a little rain tonight, water these seeds in good. Give it a little mulch. Look for poison ivy. Lots of mycelium down in the bale. The fungus is among us. It's quite happy. We'll shake a mulch. Just keep the sun from shining right on top of it. Okay, there I got my butternut planted. 6 holes here. I'm hoping the vines will just trail off the edges of these bales and it won't be overcrowded. Sounds good in theory, right?